We're here with Coach. We'll start today with Tony Harvey.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Good, Tony. You?
I'm doing great. So, what we got in store here? Every game is a big game, and I know you guys, had a tough road here, but there's still some recovery time here. Can you talk about a little bit of time, to gather yourself, and try to pull together some more wins before you walk away from this?
Yeah, the bubble hasn't gone the way we were hoping it would for us, but this is still great opportunities for us, and we have to take full advantage of this. With so much uncertainty, we don't know when we'll be playing again, and these last 3 games are a great chance for us to continue to grow and to push, and we need to look at it as any other game where we got this is a great chance for us.
And my last question, is there any players that are not going to play today? Yes or no?
Yeah, well, Rashawn's out. Rashawn's out. Bazemore is out. And everyone else is going to be active.
Marshall Harris.
As you said, we don't know when games will be happening again after this season ends. A lot of that due to COVID-19 and just kind of what we don't know about the virus. Has there been any concern about the short-term or long-term effects after the recovery of the virus, whether it was Harrison or Buddy? I didn't know if that was a factor at all, if you knew or if they have mentioned from their play. Has it affected them at all while they've been in the bubble?
No, they both say they feel good. So again, it's too much unknown, but neither one of them has complained about it.
And then what is the thing that you're looking for the most compared to the first 5 games here that you really need to see first and foremost, if there's a priority at all for you as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, to me, our defense is not giving us much of a chance since we've been out here. We got to continue to look to make plays, be aggressive defensively, take charges, get 50-50 balls. Those type of things that are so important to winning have hurt us in our games here so far. So we have to make sure that we look to do that. And then the main keys are the same, which is similar for most teams, which is take care of the ball, keep our opponents off the free throw line, defend without fouling, rebound the ball.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke. How you doing? Yeah. After the game, Harrison talked about, being a veteran and how it's up to the veterans to kind of instill the message of what it takes and what level it takes to play at. Is that something that you're looking for more of the vets to do, or maybe in some cases the guys have to learn on their own by going through this experience of what level they got to be at to play?
Yeah, no, that's on all of us as a group. We have to realize and understand how important every possession is, and I think that's one of the great things about being out here and going through this is it's pretty clear. You get to this time of a year and we're playing against mostly playoff teams, and you look around the bubble and those teams that are making those plays, those teams that have been in the playoffs before are finding ways to win most nights. So we're not there yet, but it's good to go through this and feel it and see it. But it's not just on the vets, it's on us as a group.
And what's it been like for you these few games? I know it's been a new thing for the players, but are you learning things and seeing things that you wouldn't have been able to learn and see if you guys weren't in the bubble?
Yeah, absolutely. The experience together has been great. I mean, we got, like I said, we've had before the game started, we had more practice time than we had most of the season, and going through what I just talked about as far as playing at this playoff level, as far as the intensity and the importance of every possession, all those types of things, for us as a team is great, but it's also good for the coaching staff to see where we're at and look to make adjustments and improvements.
James Ham.
Hey, Luke, is the game plan still to go with the standard guys, or I mean, except for the guys that are out, but is there a point where you start using some of these younger guys to finish this thing off?
No, we're playing our guys. No, we might see more of the bench, especially without Rashawn, and playing against this Houston team that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with playing all perimeter players all game long. You're going to see we'll get Daquan, we'll get some more minutes, guys like that, but we're playing our main guys.
And what do you think you're going to do today to match up with this team, because they do play small ball from the jump?
Yeah, there'll be times we have our centers in there, and then there'll be times that we go small and match what kind of lineup they have going out there. But this is unique, James. I spent a lot of time scouting them and looking at them, and they put this is something very, very difficult to game plan for because of what James can do, and the fact that there's shooting at every position out there with him. So, it'll be good for us. But yeah, you'll see our normal lineups, and you'll see some different ones that are more similar size where we can switch everything.
G-Man?
Coach, talking about Harden, what do you consider the best way to try to slow him down, to defend him, and how difficult is it to do without fouling?
It's probably the most difficult task there is in the NBA, honestly. I'm not sure if James gets enough credit for what he does, but the best thing we can do is play hard defense without fouling, because he's going to make incredible shots. He's going to score points, but if we put him on the line 10, 12, 15 times, and that's really, really limiting our chances. So we got to do everything we can to make him uncomfortable and not foul him when he goes drive, when he puts the ball through the lane and guys have a tendency to reach. We got to be disciplined with that part of our defense.
Thanks.
Yep.
Last one, Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, two things to follow up on from what you said a moment ago. The stuff that you want these guys to learn and get better at, the intensity, the toughness, the defense. In your experience as a player coach, how much of that can be learned by guys who have been in the league 3, 4, 5+ seasons? And how much of that just kind of comes down to needing different personnel if you can't get that?
No, it can be it can be learned. There's something to be said about guys that have that in them. I think Corey Joseph is a perfect example. He's one guy on our team that every night, no matter what his role is, he's gonna sacrifice himself, his body, to try to make every play he can and do it pretty much on every possession. So, we will continue to show film on it, but as a group, we have to really, really understand, and hopefully this bubble experience can get us there faster as far as how important that type of stuff is to winning basketball games.
Okay. And secondly, you've talked a couple of times and again today about kind of what you've learned about your players over the course of the year. And would you do, if the new season were starting, a week or two from now, would you do things differently in any way? Would your offense kind of run differently? Would you do anything different defensively given the guys you have and what you know about them now?
Well, we'll always make adjustments in the off season, but that's for right now we're keeping things how we've been doing them, and we've had when we're playing well, our offense is very effective and efficient, which we showed towards the end of the stoppage of play. I think we had a top 5 offense in the league going into that stoppage for post All-Star, and defensively we know we got to be much better, and that's why we were focused on it from day one of camp. But yeah, when we get to the off season, we'll break everything down and look to make some changes and tweaks as we get to know now that we know our team much better.